All right, how's everyone doing? I'm Rich Celenza. Thanks for checking out my channel. I'm in my private little room here that I come in and do videos while at the gym. So what I want to talk about today is actually, are you running out of energy when at the gym? But actually, let me, hold on a second here, let me set up. All right, so yeah, do you have enough energy while you're at the gym? What I really want to get into regarding that subject is, it's really kind of what you're eating or what you're not eating. And I've been discussing this lately with my girlfriend a lot because sometimes we go to the gym and we're out of juice. Not necessarily at the beginning, but at the middle or towards the end. And I know we're getting older and all those type of things, but I realized over the years, a lot comes down to what I've eaten before my workout. And I don't think a lot of people realize this. So a lot of people, as you know, they may work out in the mornings, let's say. They wake up in the morning, get ready. A lot of them only have, say, a cup of coffee, maybe a banana, maybe something very small. Then they go to the gym and they kick it in the ass. And a lot of times in the morning, you may have a lot more energy than obviously at night sometimes. But I do think a lot of times people in the morning should consider eating a little more just so they have more in the tank. And I don't think a lot of people do. The same goes for a lot of people I notice that work and after work go to the gym as well. So they may have eaten lunch and then, it's dinner time and then they're heading to the gym to work out for a couple hours, right? So they're there a couple hours and then they're running out of juice as well. And again, I think what the missing component there is they're not getting enough nutrition. Now, I'm not here to tell you how to eat, what you should eat, because everybody has their own way of doing things when it comes to working out, especially when it comes to eating. And I know a lot of people don't like to eat before they work out because they feel bloated. But I also think there's a balance between putting some food in your system or getting some type of, I don't care if it's a smoothie, I don't care if, whatever it is for you, you need to figure out specifically what am I going to eat that's going to give me the right energy when working out, if that makes sense. But here's something I realized too over the years regarding eating a lot of times and working out. A lot of people, let's just say, for instance, they eat dinner between 6 and 8 or 7 and 8. It could be 5 o'clock, for instance, whatever. And then they go to bed, right? And then they wake up and let's say, again, they go work out, right? Say they go at 6 in the morning. If you look at that, that's 11 hours without actually really eating that much food. And then, say again, you're back to the cup of coffee or whatever the case may be. Now you're working out a couple hours. Then you may go to work, right, when you're done working out. Now you're, basically waiting to eat lunch, which says noon. But if you really look at it from when your last dinner was compared to when your next meal at lunch is, or a decent sized meal, that's a long period of time to go with, maybe not enough food. And again, everybody has their own way, their way of going about what they should and shouldn't eat. But I really do believe a lot of people are not eating enough food throughout the day. That's just my opinion. And I see this with a lot of people that I've worked out with over the years is what they think works for them is really not working for them, especially as they get older. They're not really paying attention to certain things because when you're younger, as you know, you're full of a lot more energy. I mean, it's just the reality of it, right? You could recover quickly. It's just a lot different than when you get middle-aged. But even if you're younger, middle-aged, whatever the case may be, you definitely want to make sure you're getting the right and proper amount of nutrition that works specifically for you. The one thing that I did over the years was I actually overate for many, many years. I was up to like 5,000 calories, a day for many, many years. I used to eat a steak a day. And what's quite interesting is even though a lot of times I was bloated, let's say hypothetically, or I was just eating a lot of foods, I always had a lot of energy in the gym, even though I was a lot heavier. And I know I was younger, but I realize now more than ever when I travel, because a lot of times when I'm traveling, I don't want to always eat in the airport, kind of crummy food or whatever, even though I do, but a lot of times I won't eat enough food while traveling, and then when I land, I'll immediately go to the gym. So I recently was testing that and saying, you know what, Rich, instead of just landing and running to the gym, let's eat something. I don't care if you're bloated or not. And I could just tell the difference was when I ate before when I went and worked out compared to when I didn't. It just was like two different things. So this is just a video I wanted to do on just my personal experiences and kind of bring the attention. Oh, there goes the light. That's my timer. That basically means I'm at around 5 minutes. So hold on, actually. And also, you may want to obviously take a look at what you're taking supplement-wise. A lot of people, I think, take certain supplements over the years and it worked for them, but now it may be time to make changes. Also, it may be different times that you should be taking your supplements, besides just maybe changing them up as well. Again, you gotta find what works best for you. I always talk about that, but when it comes to food, you know, in rest, you know, you gotta obviously have enough, you gotta get more rest if you're gonna be working out, especially at a higher level, but I'm telling you, a lot of people just need to start paying attention, and I've been discussing this a lot regarding evolving and trying different workouts, but you also have to evolve and try different types of foods besides just the food you've always been eating as well. It's not just about how much you eat, it's also about what you're eating and how it affects your body. What you think, again, was working in the past may not be working now. Also, depending on your workouts, you may need a lot more food, right? Or maybe you need less. I don't know, because some people I know as well may be eating too much food before going to the gym, and it can also be making you tired. So these are all different types of things that you need to start thinking about, especially if you want to get great results. But I think for the most part, people kind of get in a rut and they just keep doing the same things over and over again. And as time goes on, they're wondering why am I exhausted when I'm at the gym? Or why am I running out of juice? Why am I, even bored? Why am I, all these different types of things? And it could be as simple as your diet or changing just some small things up. Again, maybe you just need some more fruits, more vegetables. Whatever you need, you may want to just start upping. Or like I said, if you're eating too much, especially if you're eating a lot of shitty food, I'd hate to say it, and a lot of us do eat shit food here and there. But if you're not eating the right type of foods, that's also going to obviously affect you. You just need to think about all these type of things, all right, to help you. I'm going to wrap it up there. If you get a chance, check out my podcast, The Rich Celenza Show. WTF are you talking about? I've been talking a lot about different things on that podcast regarding things like this, fitness related. I'm also on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. And again, please pay attention to your nutrition, your diet. It's affecting everything you're doing, obviously including your workouts as well. And it's affecting you probably at work, because a lot of times you may not even realize that if you're working out before going to work, you may feel fatigued throughout the day because you've spent a lot of energy at the gym, or after working all day, you're tired most likely a lot of times, and then you're going to the gym. Again, how do you feel while at the gym? Are you running out of juice there as well? So there may be that time in between, like I discussed earlier, where you may have to start eating more or figuring out what you need to help take you to that next level, kind of kick it into second gear, because the last thing you want to be is tired at the gym, right? Where you're just really dragging ass. And I get some days you're gonna have good days and bad days, but for the most part, you wanna have as much energy as possible in the gym, all right? Just think about that. All right, take care, and if you're traveling, safe travels.